Hello folks, as I told you earlier, we are going to soon meet with the next problem where we have in the earlier problem, that is problem number 18, we had a square box. Now it's going to be a rectangular box. We can read the question once again and then just quickly get updated about the question. It says that show a rectangular sheet of tin 45 centimeter by 24 centimeter is to be made into a box without a top by cutting off the squares from each corner and folding up the flaps. What should be the side of the square that has to be cut off so that the volume of the box is maximum? Exactly identical as before, but the earlier problem, that is a problem number 18, we had a square. We started with a square box, but now we are going to start with a rectangular box. Now this rectangular box has got dimensions 45 and 24. So as we did before, we will make this assumption that let x be removed from the square, from the rectangle to get the box. And this time it's on the square, so it's a rectangle so as to get the box. Yeah, so we are getting this box out of it. So as we did before, we can just get the length over here. It's 45 minus 2x, because x from here is going, and the width which is there actually 24, but x from here and x from here is going, so x plus x 2x, like that. The width is 24 minus 2x, and height we all know is x, like how we did before. It's the height which is going to be x as we did in the previous problem. So therefore we have the dimensions like this: 45 minus 2x, then it is 24 minus 2x, and then we have x. We could have this solved. We can have this, maybe, or you can have one of the x's multiplied here, maybe it's like that: 45 minus 2x times 24x minus 2x square, or something like that. You have your own ways of doing, or you expand the whole thing and do that way also, it's okay. Now this is the volume. As we know, whenever we have to decide whether it's a maxima minima, then we have to get the first derivative and second derivative. So our first task is to get the first derivative. Let's go on to find the first derivative, dv over dx. We can treat it as a product and do it. So we can have 45 minus 2x as it is. We're going to find the derivative of 24x minus 2x square, which is going to be 24 minus 24x is going to be 24. 2x square is going to be 4x. So that's our first bracket. Let's have the second bracket, 24x minus 2x square. Let's have the derivative of the first bracket. 45 doesn't have a derivative, and minus 2x has a derivative, minus 2. We've taken it as a product and we have done. No? First time u as it is, derivative of v, then v as it is, derivative of u. Like that we have taken the product and we have got dv over dx. Our next work is to take the derivative of this particular function, because we require d squared v by dx squared. Same thing we will do. First 45 minus 2x as it is, derivative of 24 minus 4x, which is minus 4, because 24 doesn't have derivative. Derivative of minus 4x is minus 4. Then 24 minus 4x as it is, derivative of 45 minus 2x is minus 2, because 45 doesn't have derivative. So you have sorted out the derivative of this part. Now let's go over here. Negative 2 you can take it common, or maybe minus 2. Take the derivative of these two. Derivative of 24x is 24. Derivative of 2x squared is 4x. Pen is writing too light. Let's take the next one. See, this is working good. Okay, so we have this d squared v by dx squared. So after having sorted that out, our next task is to get the dv over dx. All the pens are on strike today. Let's try this. Yeah, that's good. Let dv over dx be equal to 0. So we have to get the critical point from there, which is 45 minus 2x times 24 minus 4x. Maybe you can have a minus 2x common. Minus 2x times 24 minus 2x equal to 0. It will call for solving this, because otherwise it will be difficult for us to get an overall, yeah, 24 minus 4x here and 24 minus 2x here. Okay, let's expand it and then let's work it out like that. 45 times 24 first bracket, 45 times 4x, then 48x. When we multiply this, negative 48x, next it is 8x squared. So also this is going to be 48x, then plus 4x squared equal to 0. So let's have that sorted out. 48 times 4 is going to be 45 times 24. Let's multiply all that. 45 times 24, 20, 16, 18, 90, and then 1080 first bracket. Next bracket, 45 times 4 is 180, so it's 180x minus 48 plus 8x squared minus 48x plus 4x squared equal to 0. So let's quickly work out 8 plus 4, 12x squared, then 48 and 48 and 180. All that together is your x. 48 and 48, it's going to be 96. So 180 and 96 is going to be 276. So that's negative 276x plus 1080. And it's no point working with such big numbers. 12 seems to be a common factor. So let's take the 12 out. X squared minus 12 2s are 24, 3 times, plus 12 9 times 108, and then 0, then 12 you can take on the other side. So when 12 goes on the other side, it becomes 0 over 12, and like that 12 can be eliminated. So actually we are left with the quadratic equation x squared minus 23x plus 90 equal to 0. 90. Let's look at the factor. 9 times 10, or 3 times 3 times 5 times 2. 15, 6 is 21. 9, 10 to not possible. 15, 6 not possible. 9, 10 not possible. 5 3s are 15, 15 is a 45 2 not possible. 9 2s are 18 and 5. That's possible. 18 and 5. So let's look at the factor 18 and 5. That will help us to split the middle term. So this will come as x squared minus 18x minus 5x plus 90 equal to 0. X can be common in the first part. And then we have negative 5 out, x minus 18 equal to 0. So we have these two brackets, x minus 18, x minus 5 equal to 0. When we have either of them 0, so you have either that x is 18 or that x is 5. Now x equal to 18, as we told, no, always there is one value which we cannot accept. Now x equal to 18 is not an acceptable value for us, because if you take x as 18, then 18 2s are 36. This side will become, negative, so that we cannot take. So x equal to 18 is not an acceptable value, is not acceptable, since side 24 minus 2x becomes negative. So the only acceptable value is considered. So that's it. Now we just confirm that it becomes a maximum there at x equal to 5. So that is quite possible there. You can have 45 minus 10 times negative 4. Then 24, so 24 minus 40 times negative 2, and minus 2 times 40, 24 minus 40. Yeah, so this is 35. 35 times, this is 35 times negative 4, and this is minus 16. So 16 and 2, it becomes 32. Here it becomes, this also becomes 32. So this is 35 times 4, it's 20, 12, 13, 14. Negative 140 plus 64, which is always negative. So that's it. So therefore, maxima occurs, and therefore the side to be cut off is 5 centimeters. It is that 5 centimeter which needs to be cut off for us to get the desired answer. So exactly as we did the previous problems, this is how the problem goes. That's all about it. As soon as we have finished this video, we'll be going up with the next problem where the application is changing. So that will be our next task. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.